Ben Shapiro is a narcissistic hypocrite who says he stands for the sanctity of life and defending the innocent, he's against abortion, while at the same time he routinely pays people in the meat, dairy, and egg industries to rape, torture, confine, kidnap, and murder vulnerable animals who have never done a single thing wrong to him, ever. He does this just because he likes the way their limp bodies taste, even though he knows the science clearly states that anyone who lives near a store can thrive eating healthy vegan foods. Ben Shapiro should follow his own logic by being morally consistent and becoming vegan from now on. Hello students, welcome to class. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Miss KADIE, that vegan teacher, and today we are reviewing a video here that you guys told me to have a look at. And it is Ben Shapiro, in fact, reviewing a video that has to do with obesity. And obesity is connected to veganism because it has to do with food. So let's have a look at what he's saying and see if we agree or disagree.
At the Emmys, Lizzo apparently made the political statement of the evening, only the best and brightest over here in our politics. Remember that she also made some statements at the MTV Awards or some such.
Oh, for those of you who don't know, Ben Shapiro tends to jump into sarcasm and then jump out of it really quickly. So you really have to kind of be on the ball to know when he's saying what he really means and when he's saying the opposite of what he really means.
Where she, I can't remember, was it the Video Music Awards, was it? Where she got out there and she talked about how women were being victimized as one of the least victimized people on planet Earth.
Oh, well, I don't know about women being victimized, but I know that females, in terms of the cows and the pigs and the chickens, are being victimized because people use their bodies as if they are objects. So Ben, by the way, those of you who don't know, Ben has already said that he knows that veganism is the right choice. However, unfortunately, the richer that he got with his channel, the more money he started to get, the more he has forgotten that he had said that he was going to revise his ethics. And so we're trying to get a hold of him again, sort of to say, yoo-hoo, Ben, remember what you said? That, you know, eating animals is wrong, that exploiting them is wrong, and it's bad for the environment, and it's bad for human health. Since then, unfortunately, he started to get paid by a company that sells meat, and he kind of forgot, which a lot of people do. You know, when you get into a lot of power, you tend to forget your basic morals because you become greedy. But, you know, hopefully we're going to go remind Ben that he was born vegan like all of us were, because I don't think in his nature he ever wanted to hurt animals. Right? Just like you never did, right? It wasn't your fault that your parents shoved dead animals down your throat when you were little. So anyway, let's keep listening.
Well, apparently at the Emmys, was she in a TV show that I missed? Was she up for an Emmy? I wasn't aware. Anyway, it brought out Lizzo to explain, I guess, more politics because she is one of our great voices.
When I was a little girl, all I wanted to see was me in the media. Someone fat like me, black like me.
Why would you want to see a fat person in the media? I don't understand. And what does skin color have to do with anything? Wouldn't you want to see somebody in the media that you looked up to in terms of what they did? Your skin color doesn't define what you do. You know, there's good black people and there's bad black people. And somebody being overweight, why would you want to look up to somebody or see somebody emulating something that is so unhealthy? I mean, hey, let's face it. Everybody sometimes is a bit overweight. Even Ben himself, I've seen him be a little pudgy, you know. And me too. I've been 10 pounds overweight at various times in my life. But it's not something that we should aspire to be or look forward to being, because being overweight is unhealthy. We all know that. It's not good for you. It causes elevated blood pressure, and it can lead to cancer and diabetes and stroke. You should not be eating animal products, for example, and getting a high cholesterol in your body. So, yeah, I'm not sure what she's saying here. Anyway, let's keep listening.
Beautiful like me.
Okay, well, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and some people might find her beautiful, some people might not. Believe it or not, 1 out of a million people find me beautiful. I know the vast majority find me ugly, but I don't know what that has to do with anything. What do looks have to do with anything? We're talking about ethics here and doing the right thing. And if we're talking about oppression, I don't think she seems oppressed to me.
And then everybody quick cheers. We're going to pretend that she's
If I could go back
gorgeous.
and tell little Lizzo something, I'd be like, you gonna see that person, but bitch is gonna have to be you.
Why is she saying the bitch word, and then why are they bleeping it out? Like, I don't know. Why would she call herself that? Is that a way of saying something nice nowadays? If you call somebody that, does that mean you like them? Like, language always changes. I can't keep up. Sometimes you're not allowed to say the N word. Sometimes you are. Sometimes you can say the B word. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can say the C word or the F word. Sometimes you can't. You know, I just think people should just say what they think, and we shouldn't have to bleep out this stuff. It's ridiculous.
She is her own hero. And what heroism it is. Okay, first of all, if she had wanted to see a hero of the media who'd won Emmys, who was overweight and black.
Oh, Oprah is one that I can think of. Who else?
We could talk about the literally most famous person on earth for most of her childhood. That would be Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
Right? Oprah Winfrey's weight was a well-publicized struggle for...
And Oprah did a lot of good things. She talked about a lot of issues of oppression, politics. She talked about psychology. She also went against the meat industry for a little while there. Yeah.
Literally a couple of decades there. And she was the richest person in America. So there's that.
Yeah, I wonder why that person, who is she? What's her name? Lizzo? I wonder why she didn't mention that, as if Oprah was like not even alive at all. I mean, I agree with Ben. She was somebody that you could look up to. Not that I do for all things, because I know that Oprah Winfrey is not vegan at the moment, at least as far as I know, last I heard, which is really unfortunate because she has dogs as pets and she says she loves animals. But of course, like many other people, she's a massive hypocrite who says she loves animals, but then goes ahead and pays people to murder them.
But I guess Lizzo is the first of her name. Lizzo, Queen Lizzo, first of her name. It's very exciting stuff there. Or alternatively, you know what? We could promote being not obese. I know this is an unpopular viewpoint, but it turns out that it's not the world's job to change its standards of beauty to meet the fact that you are significantly overweight, and it is very unhealthy for you to be significantly overweight. The standards of beauty did not change enough to now encompass people who are at least 75 to 100 pounds overweight.
Wait, what? What is he trying to say? Look, I don't know what he's trying to say here, that the standards of beauty haven't changed. The standards of beauty change all the time. Sometimes people with flat chests and really tiny bodies are considered beautiful at other, like I'm thinking of the early 20s, I'm pretty sure, the flapper era, and women with really short hair. Other times in Marilyn Monroe's time, more curvaceous people were considered to be beautiful, and sometimes really strong, well-built men are considered to be beautiful and attractive. Other times it's more like the sort of business suit guy who looks like, you know, a sort of an average size, but he's more geeky, and they sort of portray these geeky guys as being sexy. I happen to like those ones, but anyway, I'm not sure what you're getting at, Ben.
It is not healthy for you. You will get diabetes.
That's true. I agree. But if you care about that, Ben, why are you still eating animals, and why are you still drinking milk and consuming things like any kind of dairy products and egg products? Why are you still consuming animal products, and why do you advertise them on your channel? How freaking hypocritical can you be?
Die early. Like, I don't understand when it became heroism for you to stand up for a health condition that is largely of your own making. Like that is.
You literally promote meat eating. You literally sell meat products. And processed meats are considered to be a class 1 carcinogen. So how can you do that? And just sit here with a straight face and act like you care about anyone's health?
It's bizarre to me.
It is bizarre to me.
What is the message that you're promoting to children?
What is the message that you're promoting to your own audience? Why aren't you out there selling the veggies and fruits and nuts and seeds and beans? What about that? Of all the products, of all the types of food that you could show on your channel and encourage people to eat, you have chosen some company called Good Ranchers, and you are promoting them. You are getting money from them. Shame on you, Ben.
A serious childhood obesity crisis in the United States.
Yes.
So let's say that you are young Lizzo.
Yes. So why are you promoting the eating of meat? Animals who didn't want to die, animals who are tortured before they die. That is what happens in the industry. And this guy is here saying, you know, we should get meat made in America, but he fails to show his audience exactly where this came from. You know, grass-fed is meaningless. Are these animals able to make love in the field? No, they are forcefully impregnated after being masturbated, sexually assaulted. That's what happens in the industry. They are all forced to be pregnant with certain kinds of sperm. They want to go with a certain kind of cow in order to breed these animals for the one reason, which is to exploit them. I'm against exploitation of humans and of animals.
And you're not seeing a bunch of fat, in her own words, fat black people on TV. Could that provide a spur for you not to gain tons of weight? Or is it the world's job to reflect back at you your own preference to remain overweight? And you can see this throughout our pop.
Look, as I said before, everyone goes through some periods where they are overweight in their life, and it's not that big of a deal if you have a few extra pounds on you. One could even consider it to be healthy as opposed to being underweight. However, overeating is gluttony, and gluttony is wrong. Taking more than your share is wrong. And especially if you are an obese person who is not vegan, then imagine you are literally eating twice as many or 3 times as many or 4 times as many animals as anyone else. And that is shameful.
Our public culture right now, people are being punished for losing weight. That's how insane our quote unquote tolerant moral regime has become. When Adele lost a bunch of weight, there were people who were angry at her for losing a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
How dare she? When another overweight black woman
let people lose weight if they want to. My goodness.
won an Oscar, Jennifer Hudson, and then she lost a lot of weight. There were people who were angry at Jennifer Hudson for losing a lot of weight.
That's ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with losing some weight, and there's nothing wrong with gaining a few pounds either once in a while. Nobody has to be a complete stick. You can be the body type that you want to be within reason, within a healthy margin. And it's okay to have a couple of extra pounds on you if you're vegan, but if you're not, and those pounds represent dead bodies, innocent chickens who died after only 6 weeks of life, on factory farms living in Holocaust-like conditions, far away, hidden from our view. Twice as many chickens on the planet as there are humans. If that's what you're carrying around on you, then no, it's not okay.
Could she? She's betrayed the fat community. It's not a community.
There he goes, slipping into sarcasm every once in a while. Keep up.
Guys, it's called you need to have a lower caloric intake than the number of calories you are burning.
Okay, now he's not being sarcastic. Now he is trying to give you a fact, and it is true.
In order to live a healthy lifestyle. It turns out that the sort of acceptance movement, generally speaking, it is directly counter to morality in a number of ways. If you have a relative and that relative is really overweight, is the first thing you say to them, "I'm so proud of you that you're overweight"? Like, why do you have friends or family who are like that? Why would you want a society that says to people that it is good if they do bad things to their own body?
I agree. That's a crazy society.
Why is that an act of good? Even if you say, this is not the job of government, you're a libertarian. Okay, fine. I agree with a lot of that. But as a friend, like the people I'm closest to, members of my family, would I want that? Like, there's a guy in my community. I'm good friends with him. And he'd gained a lot of weight. And I said to him, like, what can I do to help facilitate your weight loss? Right? Let's do this. Let's go work out together. I'll send you a diet every day.
Yeah, good luck with that. People will take that the wrong way because they'll be like, why do I want to lose weight? What are you implying? I'm not okay. And what's not okay is for people to live in la la land and not tell each other the truth. We should be able to tell each other the truth. And Ben, in this case, I think is trying to be a good friend, and I see nothing wrong with it.
If you want, like, isn't that a better thing to do than getting on national TV and saying that America isn't America unless people who are extremely overweight are made into heroes? It's.
I agree with him on this point. However, let me remind Ben, if you're listening to this, you should be vegan. There is no excuse for animal abuse. And if you're talking about food and monitoring what your friend eats, how about you look in the mirror and look at what you are eating and what you are feeding your family? Your own wife is a doctor, and she should know that meat is not healthy. But never mind that. It is just wrong. Ben, you're sitting there with your little hat on, acting like you care about religion and God. Well, God, no matter what your religion, does not want you to hurt animals. No religion mandates for you to eat animals. So Ben, shape up. Everybody else, Give me your opinions in the comments below. Do you think it's okay to be fat? How fat? How many pounds overweight? 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500? Where do you draw the line? And what would you say to Ben Shapiro, who is a massive hypocrite, who says, I shouldn't be a hypocrite, I should probably not hurt animals, but then goes ahead as soon as some money is dangled in front of his head to start advertising a meat company? Let me know what you think. And if you find value in this channel, please like, subscribe, press the notification bell, and let me know how you're going to help me get these animals out of hell, because that's what they are living through right now. Thanks for being here. Bye for now. Doo, 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 doo.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's follow that vegan teacher on